What's up, guys? Welcome back to Steam Room. My wife wants to go see the new 50 Shades movie. Someone please kill me. So I finally formulated a shake and vape, or shack and vap, like I'm calling it, Ethereal. Leave a comment below letting me know what you think about this recipe, if it can be improved, if you alter it in any way. I'm sure there can be substitutes and things like that. It's part of the beauty of doing DIY. So anyway, let's get into this. Do you guys want a damn good berry juice you can mix up and vape with the quickness? Look no further. I've got what you're looking for. So over the last month or so, I've been a little absent, due to in part by a lot of things that I'd rather not rehash right now, but nonetheless, on the last few videos, I've been asked, what's your all-day vape? I'm proud to present to you what I've chosen to call Ethereal. You can look up the definition on that. This concoction was inspired by the Blackberry Raspberry Gatorade. Although the flavoring in that drink was a little on the weak side, as I'm sure many of you know, I attempted to turn it up in this profile. In this recipe, you've got some very good berries that all pair together for a charming blend of freshness and sweetness. So if you've been looking for a solid blackberry raspberry drink, this is going to suit your taste buds. Okay, so disclaimer time. While these ingredients may appear on the expensive side, keep in mind this is without a question an all-day vape for any berry lover out there. Bearing that in mind, higher quality concentrates mean an overall higher quality end product. Guys, can we reshoot that? Because I really feel like usually higher quality should probably be in there somewhere. Guys? Up first, we've got one of the cheaper but still a very enjoyable concentrate, Capella's Blackberry. Capella's Blackberry is a pretty good standalone concentrate, although it definitely benefits from the addition of other fruits and sweeteners. It's bright and not candy, unlike the Perfumer Apprentice Blackberry has 0 perfume notes. And for this recipe, it takes the lead in the blackberry department because at 3% it's juicy and realistic, but it can still benefit from a support note. So that brings us to Flavor West Blackberry. Sometimes in mixing, concentrates need some support. In initial trials with this recipe, the blackberry was barely detectable. The raspberry completely took over, as usually is the case with medicine flower. I attempted to dial up Capella's, but it created a more muddled flavor. My goal for this profile was to have 2 separate berries meshing together, but not in a muddled fashion. After adding Flavor West Blackberry, the marriage between blackberry and raspberry became much more perceivable, so I was convinced to adapt it in. Next, we've got Boysenberry. Oh man, is this stuff good. So Boysenberry is best described as the bastard child of blackberry and raspberry. It has the juicy intensity of a blackberry and the sweet and floral properties of a raspberry. Honestly, it was the perfect choice for this flavor profile. I really felt the flavor kick up a notch after its addition. If you're a berry fan, it's a must-have. 3% in this recipe feels like a great contributor to the overall profile. Now, surprisingly, the next concentrate is from a company a lot of mixers I've spoken to are hesitant to try out. Okay, so Lotus, also known as medicine flower, may appear to carry a little bit of a higher price tag. That may be why. But keep in mind, this is a super duper, stupidly strong concentrate. Drops in a recipe can completely take everything over. It's often recommended you dilute Lotus flavorings, especially if mixing anything in lower quantities. But for this recipe, Lotus Wild Raspberry at 0.75% holds its own nicely next to the blackberry. And I'll tell you this much, you'll be hard pressed to find a better natural berry. If you're on the market for a banging raspberry, pick this one up. You won't be disappointed. Now, not much needs to be said about the next ingredient. Flavor Arts Marshmallow attributes to the profile by adding a thick, sweet texture. It serves as a great blender for fruits, so adding it at 1% adds the body that the other ingredients are lacking, while also contributing some sweetness to the overall mix. Some time back, we learned how to make a Malic Acid solution at home here on this channel. If you haven't yet, you should mix yourself up some for inclusion into your recipes. Do your bank account a favor and give up buying out of convenience from perfume, you hear that? Perfumer's Apprentice. And mix up your own. I'll include the direct link for that video in the description below for your convenience. So go check that out and stop buying from these companies. It's a waste of money. Malic Acid is implemented in this recipe because with the fruits and marshmallow alone, it was lacking some acidity. At 1.5% in the mix, it serves as a mellowing agent to round out the fruits, but it also offers mouthfeel. Its exclusion should be fine, but if you're already mixing with ethyl maltol, you should certainly be using this enhancer. Now, as much as I'm typically against using sweeteners, whether it be sucralose or stevia or another variant, any variant of coil gunking enhancers, this recipe just didn't feel complete without it. In my version here, I went as low as I possibly could with the sucralose, but for your mix, you may like it with more or less sweetener. Part of the beauty of DIY, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, I think you're really gonna enjoy this mix. Whip it up, try it out. Let me know what you think. Drop some comments below, and let me know how you like it. Cause it didn't take too long to formulate, I'll be completely honest. This was actually one of the easier profiles to put together. But it's definitely a heavier flavored liquid in my opinion. The mouthfeel is great, and vapor density, it's excellent, even at 70-30. So if you mix it up, drop your thoughts in the comments below, and until next time, spread the joys of DIY, stay elevated, and cloud salute. And yes, I do have a sign-off. I've heard people making fun of sign-offs. I just enjoy doing it, all right? So get off my dick! Fuck you. Peace, everybody.
Ain't none of this shit promise, ain't none of this promise. Ain't none of this shit promise, ain't none of this promise. Ain't none of this shit certain, ain't none of it certain. Ain't none of this shit promised, ain't none of this.